Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Blast. Top short drama star Chun threw cigarette butts and spitted on the set, apologized live and said he was under great pressure. The video of top short drama star Chun throwing cigarette butts on the set was exposed, and the contrast with his good boy personality caused heated discussion. He apologized live and said I need to relieve stress, but was questioned again because of his frivolous explanation. The contrast between a daily salary of $20,000 and low quality has led the public to discuss the social responsibility of artists. Traffic is not a get-out-of-jail-free, self-discipline is the real top stream personality. The incident was exposed, the good boy personality collapsed, and the uncivilized behavior was hotly discussed by the whole network. On April 25, a video of the set went viral on social platforms. 24-year-old top short drama star Chun, real name Zhao Chun, threw the cigarette butt on the ground and crushed it after smoking during the break of shooting. The action was natural and unscrupulous. This is in sharp contrast to his image in an interview that he claimed to be strictly educated, not smoking or drinking, and netizens said the filter was broken all over the floor. It is worth noting that this incident is not an isolated controversy. 3 days ago, Chun was accused of indulgence because of a video of him dancing in a bar. Although he responded to the live broadcast by saying it was normal social interaction, the heat of public opinion has not subsided. The exposure of this bad habit was like a fuse. The topic Chun throws cigarette butts rushed to the hot search on Weibo that night, with a reading volume of over 80 million. The dominant president character in the hit short dramas such as What a Good Girl and The Top Rich President Becomes My Canary starring him encountered a crisis of trust. Live apology, sincere attitude but controversial. Pressure theory cannot hide the lack of responsibility. On the evening of April 28, Chun publicly apologized through live broadcast, bowed many times and said bluntly, "Wrong is wrong, and you have to say sorry if you are wrong." He admitted that smoking is a way to relieve high-intensity work pressure, filming is fast-paced and emotions need an outlet, but promised that if I can't quit smoking, I will carry an ash bag with me in the future and never throw it away, and even hinted that he may quit smoking and drinking in the future. In order to ease the atmosphere, he even ridiculed himself, "Apologize a few more times first, in case I make a mistake again later, everyone will remember that I have apologized." This response has triggered polarized comments. Some fans recognized his sincere attitude and believed that admitting mistakes and correcting them is worth the chance, but more netizens pointed out that the explanation of high pressure in the apology was a bit frivolous, and the teasing expression lacked serious reflection on public responsibility. Some environmental protection organizations emphasized that littering cigarette butts not only pollutes the environment, but also may cause fire hazards. The role of public figures as role models should not be underestimated. Public opinion is divided, high income and low literacy contrast, industry responsibility becomes the focus again behind Chun's controversy. The public's deep expectations for artists to be both virtuous and artistic are reflected. As a top actor in the field of short dramas, Chun's Good Girl has exceeded 2 billion views, and her fans increased by 1.5 million in a single week, showing amazing appeal and commercial value. However, in Infinite Beyond Class 3, she revealed her high income of 20,000 yuan a day in 100 episodes in 6 days, which aroused widespread attention from public opinion. In particular, the exposure of this uncivilized behavior has made people question her public image. Comments pointed out that traffic not only brings exposure and money, but also bears social responsibility. As public figures, artists have a demonstration effect in their words and deeds. When Chun puts decompression behavior above public order and social norms, it is essentially a lack of professionalism. This not only damages her own professional image, but also has a bad guidance on the young fan group. The reason why the public reacts strongly to Chun's behavior is precisely because they expect idols to not only be glamorous in front of the camera, but also set an example in real life and convey positive energy. In today's rapidly developing entertainment industry, how to maintain the moral bottom line in the flow of traffic and how to balance art and character have become questions that every artist must face. The Chun incident reminds us that the real long-term foundation of a career cannot be separated from the support of virtue and the accumulation of public trust. At the industry level, Chun's incident is regarded as a microcosm of the hidden worries brought about by the quick star-making model of short drama actors. With the explosive development of the short drama industry, Many new artists have quickly become popular in a very short period of time, and have not yet established a solid sense of professionalism and social responsibility, and have already stood in the center of the spotlight. Chun's controversy is exposing the problem that this type of quick star lacks systematic training and humanistic literacy education. In fact, similar cases are not uncommon. Wang Yuan once caused widespread criticism for smoking in a restaurant, and a top streamer was terminated by a brand for spitting everywhere. These incidents have become an industry alarm bell, and have also prompted more and more brokerage companies to add civilized clauses to their contracts, clearly constraining the behavioral norms of artists, prohibiting all uncivilized and improper behaviors, and striving to build a solid bottom line for the professional ethics of artists from the source. Although Chun promised to participate in environmental protection charity to make up for his mistakes, the public is more concerned about the artist's self-consciousness and restraint in daily behavior. Some netizens bluntly said, "It is better to be self-disciplined beforehand than to remedy it afterwards." This sentence hits the nail on the head, pointing out that the civilization class for public figures is a lifelong course without a passing line. The influence of artists should be a disseminator of social civilization, not a challenger. In the industry ecology driven by high-speed traffic, artists need to start from inner self-discipline, cultivate art with virtue, and establish people with behavior, so as to go steady and far. Subsequent observation, from top stream to controversy, image repair needs to speak with actions. As of press time, Chun's team has not responded to the question of inconsistency between words and deeds. Whether the new drama Counterattack Life starring him can be broadcast as scheduled has become the focus of attention of the industry and the audience. This incident quickly fermented on the internet, triggering widespread discussion, and the audience has put forward high requirements for the consistency of words and deeds of public figures. As an industry insider pointed out, the public image of artists is deeply bound to their commercial value. If they are frequently caught in negative public opinion, it will eventually affect their career development. The public opinion crisis currently facing Chun is not only a storm about the conflict between personal behavior and public image, but also a mirror reflecting the high expectations of the current entertainment industry for the moral standards of artists. This incident sounded the alarm for the entire industry. In an era where traffic is paramount, artists are not only the spokespersons of their works, but also carry the function of conveying social values. Under the spotlight, any small mistake may be magnified and even become the fuse of a career turn. Public trust is hard won, and once lost, recovery will be a long and difficult process. If artists want to truly win respect and support, they can only rely on long-term self-discipline, sincerity and responsibility to move forward steadily in the test of public opinion. I hope this incident can be the starting point for Chun to re-examine himself and rebuild the public's trust, and also inject more rational and responsible thinking into the entire industry. Wrong is wrong, and all bad habits must be changed. This is what Chun said in the live broadcast after the storm. His words were firm and his attitude seemed sincere. But whether this sentence can be truly fulfilled is not just a response, but a long-term test of behavior. As a new generation idol who is only 24 years old, Chun is facing not only public doubts at this moment, but also a deep questioning of the connotation of his idol identity. At a time when environmental awareness and social responsibility are constantly improving, the public's expectations of artists are no longer limited to the works themselves. People pay more attention to their character and attitude in real life and whether they really convey positive power. For traffic stars, high attention means high sense of responsibility, but it is by no means a get-out-of-jail-free. Once the words and deeds are inappropriate, it is very easy to be magnified and questioned in the ever-changing public opinion field. Top Flow is not just a false name piled up by numbers and hot searches, but should be a role model in the minds of the public that can guide the atmosphere and convey positive energy. The establishment of this identity does not rely on an apology or a live broadcast, but on the self-discipline and responsibility accumulated over a long period of time. In the future, whether Chun can really get rid of bad habits will not only determine his personal development trajectory, but also the trust of fans and the industry's value judgment on young idols. This time, every word he says and every choice he makes may be the key to whether he can go further. What do you think of the social role that contemporary idols should assume?
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.